I am back at the Resource Center, and I am back with Mr. Bruce Porter.
Good to see you.
Always good to see you,
Yep.
my friend.
Good to be
You know, we
seen.
talked recently about kind of retirement plan, and you broke it up into like 4 groups of age. Here's where you need to be at that time.
Yeah.
There's a little more to it than just that.
Yeah, there are. We need to understand why it's so difficult to save money. Right?
I can give you a
Well,
bunch of reasons.
life happens, families
does.
happen,
Yes,
kids
they do.
happen, cost of goods goes up, cost comes down. I mean, it's life. Life in general gets in the way, but somehow you got to figure out how to do it, either with a jar or a bucket or something in the top of your cabinet you can throw money in. Some way you got to do
Yeah,
it.
kind of what you were saying before is, okay, this may not be totally attainable, but you need it for a goal. If you don't
Yeah.
set a goal, you go nowhere.
That's right. Yeah, it's always woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Right? 37% of Americans have zero money saved for retirement. So don't fall into that category. 71% of American retirees still have debt or mortgage or consumer debt.
Yeah.
So ideally, you don't want to be servicing debt with fixed income. Because
Right.
when you're retired, you don't have the ability to earn. You've basically taken voluntary unemployment, right? 8 to 10% of American retirees have $1 million in savings, but that $1 million that's generating their retirement income is only producing about $38,000 a year on average. A lot of mistakes people make
Yeah.
are they use retirement dollars to buy that lake house, buy that boat when they retire, and buy that new pickup truck. That's not the right use of that money. You should have been saving money otherwise. So let's talk a little bit about the ingredients for effective retirement planning. You got to have saving strategies, and you got to have a budgeting strategy.
Right.
Now, regrets, people that have been interviewed, it's pretty mind-blowing when you think about once you've arrived at retirement, you know what you should have done.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, yeah.
Lack of understanding. Education is important. Too much risk late in life, not enough risk earlier in life. We covered that on the last time, where you should have a certain percentage in
Right.
stocks, bonds, more aggressive portfolio when you're younger, less aggressive when you get older.
You change your focus and your target.
Yeah. Poor budgeting, poor management of monies. Seems like I save, but it all disappears. Well, if you ask that person, do you have a written budget? The majority of the time, they don't.
Right.
So they can't ever get ahead because they don't ever write down a goal. They don't ever achieve an objective. They didn't prepare early enough in life. And one of the big things is inflation. We have to consider that, keep it simple, groceries are going to be more expensive in 10 years than they are today. Not for any other reason.
No, they just are.
Other than it's just going to be more expensive.
Right.
So I think that we just got to think practical. And it's been said time and time again, never, ever spend all your take-home pay. Put money in a jar, put it away, and don't even touch it.
Yeah.
And forget about it. That's the only way that you're going to figure out how to get down the road. Monthly expenses should be in the now bucket, in the immediate cash. You should save for trips, save for a vehicle, save for a major purchase. Those are short-term savings accounts that you can access. Retirement money should never be considered for anything else other than sustaining you when you're our age.
That's why you need to start now, not tomorrow.
Start early, learn about compound interest, reduce your debt early, spread your investments over a variety of things, not too diverse, but try to stay somewhat focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Delay your Social Security till full retirement age. There's a lot of controversy about that. Social Security, my opinion, it's not going to run out. They're going to, especially now that they've identified where a lot of it is going and it shouldn't be. They can they can refund it. The government can.
Yes.
They've got a lot of ability. Rebalance your portfolio on a regular basis, and if you have any questions about any of that, or if you just want to sit down and talk and drink a cup of coffee, give me a shout. The Resource Center, 882-1800, or you can go right there on the QR code and let us know, and we'll be glad to help.
Bruce Porter.
Yep.
Give him a call.